Hello and welcome to tonight's racing action. I'm James, and we're here on the World Racing League YouTube channel here for the pre-season here at France for the World Racing League. And yes, I have not set these up, so you guys probably think, oh wait, you've set these up. I have not set them up. I put random for every weather this today, so all of you guys will know that. If you don't know that, then why do I exist, really? I do not know. But yeah, so here we are then in this race, waiting for the cars to come out. And yes, should be a good pre-season race tonight. Should be a good one tonight. We have 17 minutes to go here before these 6 should be out racing, and already David is out on circuit here in the wet. This is, I don't know how wet this actually is, so, oh okay, it's not wet, it's light showers. Okie dokie, as he's the only one out on circuit right now doing a lap. We will look at loads of stuff tonight. We will look at fast laps, look at all that great stuff. We'll show you the doubt of laps. We will give you insight to this circuit. It is a great circuit to go to. The problem with the circuit is it used to only be used back in the 90s. Now, since 2005 to 2017, this circuit was only used for 3 purposes of Formula cars. It was used for the European Formula 3s, European Formula 4s, and it was as well World Formula 3s were the only ones who pretty much came here for formulas. We still had the GT cars come, like the GT cars came, like, and David has spun, but he gets back going now, he does, as the 2 cars that are out, the 2 Renaults are out now, and they are making a bit, oh, he's hit the wall, damn on him there, he's hit the wall, there he has, and he's must be treacherous conditions out there today for this to keep him going, but I have no idea as he gets it going now. But no, just to quickly say, guys, to all of you who are listening, the purposes it used to be were free for them. It used to have the Blaz Payne GT series came here, loads of other GT series came here, and yeah, so it made a good race thing. It did. As Maledix is out as well, looking. Pretty good for himself now. Wide load Billy comes out in the Merc. Lovely to see that car out today, and he's going to fly around here hopefully here today. It is random, the weather, so don't judge me if you're thinking, oh Cadwell, why have you put this on, or oh James, like this. My actual channel's called Cadwell 5 if you didn't know, but that's why I said Cadwell. But no, so, oh well, James, why'd you put this on, or oh did you put this on? No, I didn't put anything on today. You probably think I did, which is intentional really, because I didn't. But anyway, the first guy to start a lap is David. He's just started it now. He goes a little bit wide. I wouldn't say too wide, and he spins the car was spun around. It is annoying there to see, but he's spinning there as Billy is, I think, nearly at the same corner that he's at. But look at this. David's going for a weird approach to the corners here. This lap is actually still being valid. I still can't believe this lap is valid. But he's letting this lap show how valid it is. But yes, guys, this is pre-season, so it doesn't count to anything. We will be starting next week, I think. We'll be starting next Wednesday. David here is in the pits. We're just going to see if David actually is still in the session, because he said he left the session. Does that mean? I don't actually know, but anyway. Maledix is out there, and look at this as he flies down the straight now here. Maledix does. He looks pretty quick on this one. Maledix looking like he's going to get the fastest lap today, because he'll be the only one who gets a lap. Sadly, everybody, there's not many here racing tonight. It's only pre-season, so I didn't expect many to come tonight. Next week is the full race start. Anyway, as we can see there, you saw black things come up on the screen, I do apologise. But anyway, as we head into this now, they come then as they head down now. The cost line 144.190. That's a quick lap there, but it looks like it's stopping raining. It looks like it's slowing the weather down. As we're looking at Billy now on a lap, which I have no idea if it is quicker than David. Let's just quickly go on board with Billy and see if it is. No, it's not viewers profile. That's kind of not what I imagine there. Let's go spectators. Let's look at the fastest lap. So this looking like it's going to be a quick lap here, as you can see. Here it is. Sorry if there's loads of stuff on the screen. I really do apologise. I really should turn the notification. But anyways, he turn around now. They do. Sorry about this, guys. You can see loads of black on the screen. I do apologise. Let these. Here. As Billy now flying out. Now he comes. Deneen and that aren't even making their way out yet. So I think Deneen and that are not coming out here, but Dragon's out now, and I think Billy, James has come out as well. So Deneen's the only one in the pit still. No, he's making his way out now. Where's Billy going to do with this lap? It's quick at 1:54. It looks like it's just stopping raining-ish. So the guys who've come out on, I don't know what tyres they're coming out on. So let me just have a look at tyres. So everyone's coming out on wet tyres except Deneen, who's coming on Hypersofts, I think that is, or is that super? Is that very super soft? I think it's Hypersoft he's coming out on. So he's testing out that it's not raining wet. It's not wet at all really to use tyres like this. But yeah, well, it's interesting to see that is as we head back to look at the gaps between each car now. The gaps from the leader. So Billy's 11 seconds off the leader there. It's not really a surprise that they're all slow, but oh, he's gone a quicker lap there. He has a 1:33.020. He's gone quicker again. He was 1:44, so he's 1:43 now, and that has gone even quicker. There he is. He's showing that his pace is good. The last one out on circuit. I think it's just going to show today what's going to happen here with Dragon now is racing. There's a spinner at sector 2. I think that's Billy, is it? Wide low Billy. Yes, it was wide low Billy. He's getting back going now. As we look at Deneen here, who's just messing around a bit. This is a mess around session tonight. Next week is the big focus of the actual championship start, and I think everything is going to be alright. As here we go then with James. He looks like he's looking quick on this lap here. Will he be? As we look at the leader though, Maledix now looking like he's going to finish this lap off pretty nicely. Maledix there, as we can see, but Deneen nearly finishing his lap off. Here he has. He's got like a couple more corners to go, then he pretty much has finished the lap. As Maledix now is literally just behind him. As there's another spinner there. There is, and I go, it's Dragon again. It's Magales Dragon has spun again. As he now, DRS is now enabled. Enabled. I don't know kind of if that's any good or not, but here goes Deneen. Look, as he's about to start a flying lap. He is here. Heads down to the line now and go is Deneen there. Look, you can see now he flies across the line now to start the lap. His second time there is go, and he's literally going to do this pretty nicely. Here he is. He will probably get fastest lap of the race. I wouldn't say he'll be fastest ever, but he will get fastest lap of the race probably, and he will try and do well here. As his teammate James is heading into the last corner now. I think James may come into the pits, I think, because he just spun a little bit there. James did, or was it Maledix? Yeah, Maledix spun a little bit there and popped himself into the pits. As we have a spinner down the back there, and it's James. I thought it would be James, and he has spun the car in sector 3, and that is not what you want to see in a session today. As we look, as there's everyone's spinning except Deneen. It must be non-wet tyres now, as Deneen flying down. Here he is now, brake to the next corner. Deneen goes, and he is touching the brake a tiny bit, putting the throttle on. So what you do right around the chicanes, that you put the throttle down, you put it down to say you're on 4th gear, you turn it down to 3rd, and you prick it up a little bit so it just is up to the top of 3rd, and break it back down again. Then you go flat out, and I think it's nice to do that really, because you don't get many formulas here. You don't. I think Formula 2s did come here, but I don't think Formula 1 have been here since the 90s. So I can't remember. I think it was 1980. 1998. I think it was when they last came here, but that's a long time ago. That's nearly 20 years. That's 20 years. But yeah, this is the first year they've been here since then, and it's changed a bit. It's all blue, and apparently it's blue because of they wanted to make it like the national flag. I wouldn't expect that to be the problem, but as here he comes in Deneen now to the line. Is this going to be quick? Now David I think has left a session, which means I think he's had the whole thing. Cross line he comes 1:34. He's smashed a lap there, he has. Next two now are coming to first lap off here. James is not going to first lap, I think he's going to come into the pits, and yes, they both come in. So Deneen is pretty much the only one who set a proper lap in this session. As we look at Billy now, he's coming out on the super softs. So he's coming out on the super soft to show you what he can do. I think he's on a hyper soft. I think Deneen's on, but Billy's out now showing you how he can do it. Let's look at Deneen, and he now is out. As we can see, Deneen is still trundling around the circuit here with Billy. Actually is doing pretty quick for Billy. I think personally today it'll be Deneen from Billy, from Maledix, from James, and then from Dragon. I think will be your top couple here today. I think if David is actually still in the session, I think David will do well, but I don't think he is in the session. If he retired just from, he said he left the session, I think that means he left the whole game party, but anyway, that's fine to have a few today. Maybe next race, pardon me, we'll have a few more. But yeah, it doesn't matter if we don't have any at all, really. I don't really mind. This is enough to have a little championship for these guys and give a battle. Oh, and Deneen hits the back of him there. Billy will not be happy with that, but Billy doesn't really care. It's only a practice session. Today is. Next week is the proper big one, and that's at Australia, ladies and gentlemen. That is a 50% race at Australia. This is a 50% race today, but it doesn't really give you an idea of what 50% is. Like it's not. But anyway, as Billy now come to start a lap off here, Deneen crosses the line and gets a quicker lap. A 1:31.0 dead, 1:31 dead, 1:31.0, 2:8 something. And as James comes out the pits, he hits, just unbelievable. He hits Billy, but it actually was Dragon there who gives Billy a little spin. And this is unbelievable. Oh my god. How are these people doing this today? Unbelievable. This is only a pre-season, so you don't really need to see. These are some of the drivers you'll see in the race. But unbelievable. Billy was on a lap. Billy was on a lap. Unbelievable. I would have said that not to be polite or anything, but unbelievable. Billy was on a lap. And he's just butchered the lap there he has with 5:30 to go. So has enough time for 2 more laps if he wants them. Thank you for saying I've got good comms. Thank you. Yeah, well, tonight's Champions League, so there's a lot on tonight. Like I've got to say, a lot of Champions League football. Loads have just finished, but Man United is still playing, and they're playing Young Boys tonight, and I can't believe what I'm going to say this is, but I can't wait for it. But anyway, as the drivers are still out on track. Billy at the moment did a 1:54 as the quickest lap, as we all know. Billy has done a lap, as you can see. That the two who haven't done laps yet are out on circuit, currently flying around the circuit. As we look at Deneen here, who's all by himself pretty much on the circuit here. As Deneen, as Billy, as James here now start to lap, so does Megalus Dragon, I think that's how you say it. As Deneen now is just slowly going down the back straight, he's like giving up the lap. As now, so does Maledix, he starts a lap now, and Billy now coming to start his flying lap. Which that lap there, by the way, was a 1:30 for Billy, so doesn't 1:38 for Billy there, so it doesn't really show that he's quick, but he is quick that was. And to be honest with you, I think Deneen's got a problem because you can see a little bit of smoke coming out of the back. I think it's just because Deneen's just messing around because it's a mess around session. No, he's actually got smoke coming out of the back. Deneen has smoke out the back of his car. Unbelievable. I've got to say that is unbelievable for Deneen. He's got smoke coming out of the back of his car. He has to get to the pits quickly, or else he's going to lose a lot of position on that. The degradation on that car is going to be shit. I'm sorry, Deneen, but I just generally... I'm sorry. But yeah, there's loads of Champions League going on tonight, and yeah, it should be interesting. As Deneen here looks like, oh no more at the back of the car anymore. So I think Deneen's coming into the pits. Yes, he is. But we now look at Maledix, who is on a lap now. We are is going to see Billy do a better lap, or is it going to be like James K, or is it going to be Dragon? Megalus Dragon going to do a quick lap here. Megalus Dragon now comes across the line. Does improve. He goes third. A 1:33.017, and he does a quicker lap there. Melodix does a 1:31.012 there on the Hypersofts. There he does. Unbelievable there, to say the least. He's actually doing it really well. But he has, and it really just proved to me that tonight to do it as the ball is, as we all got to say, as it's proper football tonight. It's Champions League football tonight, and every club are playing. But this circuit here, it has history. Can't tell you what history it is because I can't remember, but it's the best history I can say about a circuit which 3 years ago. So this is my history. I watched this circuit 3 years ago, guys. I watched this circuit, and it was at a what was it? It was at a Blaspayne GT series. It was just GT3s and 4s racing. It was just GT3s racing, so there was like 34 GT3s all flying on circuits. There were like some laps, it was only an hour race. But what a race it was. Okie dokie, don't get me started on this. The race didn't even start, one of the races. So, it was, there were some LMPs at the front and there were some of these at the back. So, LMPs were about to go to start line. The guys were like, we're here at the French race here, and they said the circuit, but I can't remember what the circuit is, but I just call it the French Grand Prix. They said, at the French Grand Prix, here we are. The lights are on. They're still on here, the lights are. Like they said, there's still the lights are on, and the safety car had come into the pits, but they didn't turn the lights off. And then the LMPs were gone. The green lights went off just as they got to the line, but the safety car didn't go in, okay? So the LMPs were like away a little bit, the others weren't. And so what happened was the others, who we class, if you don't know what I mean, the others, they are the GT3s and 4s, were there, and you saw 4 Porsches spin around in the background and one Aston Martin there spinning around the back. So showing the pace on them, it's unbelievable really. Like that's what happened. Like it was like a spin and they spinning around. It's like unbelievable. But no, as we have a few retirements on station and why Billy decides to retire. We only got 20 seconds. We only got 40 seconds to go. I haven't really been speaking about this much, but so it is. Melodix from Billy, from Deneen, sorry, from James, from Megales Dragon, and then at the last position today it is Billy from David, of course. But David, I don't think is racing at all today, so yeah. As they're all coming back out just to, I think, just to test this circuit. I'm not entirely sure why they're coming back out, but if you're coming back out to do a standing start, you've got 13 seconds to do something. What I've got to say is I don't know what they're coming out to do, but yeah. As we now look back at the top of your tables, is the Deneen we're looking at now. He's started his fastest lap now. He has, he now, look at that, he nearly hit the back of that car there. I thought for Deneen's sake he was going to hit the back of that car, but for Deneen's sake I hope he didn't really. But Deneen is on the only lap now. He is the only person on the lap is Deneen. Billy is still in the game but just retired one session. I thought that's what David did, but he actually left the game completely. But if he left the game completely, would his name have gone? Just saying. But I think he might join back anyway. Doesn't matter. As Deneen now flies around this circuit. I like Deneen. He's a really good guy, really nice guy, and a really nice racer. So good old Deneen, I'll say. But yeah, there's loads of football tonight. Man United v Young Boys. Man City v Lyon. Real Madrid versus Roma. Valencia versus Juventus, and Benfica versus Bayern, and some PLZ versus Moscow, Moscow, the best Moscow team. Okay, CSK Moscow. There we go. But yes, as Deneen now is the last car to finish the lap here. Down to the line he comes. Will this be quick? It looks it. It is. It's the quickest lap of the day from Deneen. Well done, Deneen. The crowd. Oh no, he finished second. It must have been invalid then. But what a good try there from Deneen. As they all finish off their Purudima so quickly to whittle through it. It is, as we all know, Melodix from Deneen. From I think it's it is Melodix from Deneen, from James, from Megalodon Dragon, who gets 10-second penalty, and then it's from James, and I think David is still in this, but I don't know. Just to quickly give you an idea, there was 3 penalties there, so 2 high place for penalties for Dragon and one for James, so 1 for Billy. So Billy will go just in front of him now. I think there's only 5 racing. I'm not surprised. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 racing, but we can still have fun with 5. I've got to say that myself. But next time, if we do get more, please, that'd be good. I'll allow you guys to come and do it and watch. But yeah, I watched a video earlier, right? This is weirdly random thing to say. I watched a video earlier of the best crashes on F1 2018. So this guy recorded all his crashes, and oh my goodness, what crash he did! So he showed going down the street at this circuit, going to corner number 1. There were 6 of them. There was only like 8 in the race, and he hit into the back of the lead of the guy in front, who hit into the wall so hard that he spun right up in the air and then bounced back down the track and crashed into the car. How did that happen? Do not know. But anyway, guys, here we go into the race. The 5 red lights, come on. And we are racing here in the pre-season race. Here we are as we go here. As the 5 of them try and find their way around. Here they do. As it is. Oh, we're looking at the leader here. Oh, it's Deneen who, oh, they nearly touched. They nearly touch at the lead. And it looks like it's going to be Deneen from Melodix, from Dragon, from James, from Billy. And okay, we still say we have David on here, but actually he's left the whole game. As this is a massive battle here. This is a long race, a 27 lapper, which I didn't really want it to be, but it was a 27 lapper. This is, and these guys all get the pressure on this one. They do here, as you can see here, masses of experienced racers in this one. Deneen raced in 2 championships so far. Look at this, 3 abreast now into the corner, and I think he's done beautifully. Oh, James has been hit. James has been hit. That's a penalty. It should be, but because it's pre-season, we can't give penalties out. Sadly to say, we can't give penalties out as pre-season, but James has got a 3-second penalty for cutting the corner, and I think James knows why, as Megalodon Dragon look is into the wall. I think he is. No, that's a great move from Dragon there. What a move! But James is hitting the back of him there, and they both touch. They touch wheels there. They do, and Dragon now wants another piece of it, and he gets past James pretty quickly there. But James, I think, wants another piece of it here. I think he does. As we have a great battle for the lead as well. What a race this is turning out to be so far. I know it's only pre-season, but this is a hell of a race at the back of the field. Loads of crashing and bashing, and should be penalties galore. There isn't. No, I let the game complete the penalties for me tonight. But it's unbelievable. James is back to last, but James wants the piece of this. He does here, and James now looks like he's going to pretty much do well on this one, and he has. He's pretty much got the lead back of that one as he crosses line now, and he clears, gets a lap in 4th. So he says that lap was in 4th. So they but he's in the wall. But James is in the wall hard, and he is not going to be happy with that. James isn't. He's not going to be happy with that. As Billy all by himself, pretty much. There's a Sector 1 crash apparently, as James gets back on now, and James waiting. Oh, 10-second penalty for James, so James got another 10-second penalty, but he doesn't care. I don't think he does. Oh, there's a sector. Oh, and they both hit the wall. They both hit the wall there, they do. James has got a 5-second stop go penalty out. Nobody, just to say, guys, this doesn't matter to all of you who are watching. It doesn't matter what penalties they get tonight. It's not proper season, so they can be as lethal as they want tonight. It's up to them. But Megalodon has now got a Megalodon Dragon has got a bit further away now. Deneen now has got the lead. Nearly got the. He's going to get the lead here, Willie, on Melodix here, as he looks like he could do here. Pre-season is. What are you going to say? I don't really know about pre-season. I don't like pre-season personally, but pre-season they wanted, so pre-season they get. As Deneen here comes into the corner, it looks like there's a car in front of them, which I think is the ghost of David. Yeah, there's I think James. Oh, there's another crash, and James has hit. James has spun. Yes, I can see that there. James has spun, and I think James has given up tonight. I don't think James should be really bothered about tonight. So he'll be happy with what he gets. And yes, he's left the session. He's furious with himself there. We're only down to 4, but that doesn't matter to me, as there's been a penalty given. There has. So just quickly to show you guys, as we look at the racing, we have a penalty to James, and penalty to James. So he would, at the moment, if this is a proper race, have 23 seconds of penalties. There'll be a stop-go penalty to Megalodon's Dragon, who will get a 5-second stop-go penalty. So James. So James at the moment will probably be 28 seconds of penalties. As Bayern Munich have just scored, by the way, guys. Just to tell you all, pretty not relevant, but I've just told you all anyway. But James's car will keep going though, and I'll keep talking about it if you want, if there is any action with it. But the leading two are the only bit of action we've got so far, and it looks pretty good. I've got to say, the top two are giving a good battle here. They are for us, which I'm not saying much really, but they are. Yeah, nothing much to report this race. I'll just leave it on this for a second, guys. I'll be back in a second. You guys can see the battle for the lead. So back in a second, people. So to tell you, we're back and we are better than ever. So, Deneen, Dragon and James have all been into the pits, and Melodix, Billy and Deneen and Billy have not been in the pits yet. So 2 are still racing, as James there nicely gets out of the way and is now lapped. So sadly James is lapped, ladies and gentlemen. But Deneen here looks like he could. Deneen, give it a minute. Catch up now. With football tonight and everything, I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I will keep you updated with all sport related stuff. But here we go, look, Megalo thingy. It's been a bit. Deneen is showing his pace. Deneen is showing he needs no mercy, and that's great. They are here, so we now look back at second, and you can see the leader. You can, in a second, look, there you go, just got out the first couple of corners. As Billy's in the pits now, as Deneen can overtake him, but Billy here has to be careful. What Megally thingy will not overtake him. That was pretty quick. I wouldn't say it was quick from Billy, but here he comes then. Billy now heads out the pits and goes to hunt down Deneen. Here he does, turns in now, does Billy. Good lap from Billy here. Oh, leader's in, that means Deneen has a chance to get and lap and overtake the leader here. Tyres are on, and away they go. Deneen now to the line as the leader now heads out the pits, and we'll have a battle on his handy wheel. As you can see, James K already overtaken him as well. The bot James K has, of course. I put the bots on hard, so there should be easy for these guys. As there you go, Deneen sweeps straight past him there, as he does. As you can see, Melodix a couple of seconds behind. Then James, even Billy trying to catch up there in the last place is not looking good either. I would say next pit stop on about lap 20, not lap 20, so lap 16. So yeah, next week should be good because it's not Champions League or anything like that, and I'll be focusing on I was focusing on Champions League tonight, which I shouldn't do. Deneen here with the lead. Looks like he could keep it. let's look at the gap to the leader. So yeah, James K has been lapped once. Deneen's got a penalty. Oh my god, that... Wait, let's just check, guys. So, as you know, we've only had a couple laps, but it is Deneen from Maledict, from Billy, from Dragon, from James K. James K would class him as in this race, so we're just saying now James K would be last. Of course, let's go down further down. So, Deneen's had one penalty. Deneen's left the station. Oh my god, Deneen has left the station. That means Maledicts could get through. There's only three racing pretty much. And he has. Maledicts in the lead. Deneen had nothing to report there. So guys, thank you for watching. I'm sadly have to go and do quickly something. But yeah, goodbye.